Around 1 p.m. on February 24, 2020, Florida police received an emergency call. "My boyfriend is dead." "Okay, tell me exactly what happened." "Last night, my boyfriend and I were playing hide and seek. I let him crawl into a suitcase and zipped it up. I fell asleep. When I woke up, he was dead. I don't know what happened." "Is he still conscious or breathing?" "No, he's completely blue." The caller was Sarah Boone. She lived with her boyfriend, Jorge Torres Jr., in an apartment in Winter Park, Florida. When police arrived at the scene, they found Torres lying on the living room floor. Beside him was a blue suitcase, the very object that had taken his life. What happened here? "We were doing puzzles last night, putting up some new pictures on the wall. We were having a great time, but we were drinking. Then we decided to play hide and seek." He climbed into the suitcase. "You put him in the suitcase?" "No. He got in by himself. He thought it would be funny, and I thought, okay, I'll play along with him a little. But then I fell asleep." "Where's the suitcase?" "It's still there." "Who zipped up the suitcase?" "I did, but I fell asleep." "Okay, that's all right. I just want to understand what happened." "I fell asleep. I didn't know he was suffocating, had a heart attack, or what happened." "Where did you fall asleep?" "Upstairs. I completely forgot he was still in the suitcase. This wasn't something I did on purpose." Sarah explained to the police that she and Torres had been drinking the night before, and then decided to play a game of hide and seek. It's unclear whose idea it was for him to hide in the suitcase, but both thought it was a funny and playful challenge. Torres climbed into the suitcase while Sarah helped zip it up. Sarah told investigators that Torres had left 2 fingers sticking out, so she assumed he'd be able to unzip it himself if he needed to. After that, Sarah went upstairs and fell asleep. When she woke up, her boyfriend was nowhere in sight. She went downstairs and found Torres still inside the suitcase, and he was already dead. The forensic report revealed that Torres had been trapped inside the suitcase for approximately 11 hours and died from suffocation. He had multiple bruises on his face, along with scratches on his shoulders and neck. Torres had 3 children and was divorced at the time of the incident. Both Sarah and Torres were 42 years old. Neither of them had stable employment, and both were known to drink heavily and frequently run into trouble with the law. They struggled with both emotional and financial instability. Their relationship was marked by constant arguments and mutual physical abuse. Police had been called to their apartment on numerous occasions. In July 2018, Sarah called the police and reported that Torres had dragged her upstairs and kicked her after becoming jealous when he saw her talking to another man at a bar. However, Torres told a very different story. He claimed that it was Sarah who had attacked him first, grabbing him by the throat, and that he had kicked her away in self-defense. As a result, both of them were taken to the police station for questioning, but in the end, neither wanted to press charges against the other. A few weeks later, they reconciled, and the incident quietly faded away. In 2019, Torres was charged with assaulting Sarah on 2 separate occasions. Each time, when police arrived at their home, they heard a familiar story. Sarah, in tears, claimed that Torres had beaten her after she confronted him about cheating with another woman. This time, Torres was sent to jail, but he was released not long after, under the condition that he abstain from alcohol and stay away from Sarah. Despite being trapped in an extremely toxic relationship and a constant cycle of abuse, they still chose to stay together. Why they made that choice, perhaps only the people involved truly know the answer. Police confiscated Sarah's phone and requested that she come to the station for questioning. Her statements were inconsistent. At one point, she claimed they had been drinking but weren't drunk, and later said she was too intoxicated to remember letting Torres out of the suitcase. When asked about the bruises found on Torres's body, she said they were from a bicycle accident a few days earlier. As for the scratches, she claimed they happened during intimate moments between them. A neighbor reported that shortly after midnight on February 23rd, they heard a loud noise coming from Sarah's apartment. something that sounded like a heavy object falling down the stairs. Some speculated that Sarah may have pushed the suitcase, with Torres still inside, down the stairs. However, police were unable to find enough evidence to prove that claim. Police grew suspicious of Sarah for several reasons. First, when she discovered that her boyfriend had died, she showed no signs of panic or distress during the 911 call. Her voice was noticeably cold and emotionless. "My boyfriend is dead." Second, when police arrived at the scene, Sarah showed no signs of grief. Her boyfriend had just died, yet she seemed more concerned about herself. She repeatedly insisted that she was thirsty and demanded to go back inside the house to get a drink of water. "I need something to drink. I left my Dr. Pepper on the table." "Okay, hang on a second. Please, I need something to drink. Just wait a second." "Okay, can you please get me my Dr. Pepper from the table? We can't remove anything from the house right now." Another strange detail was that Sarah immediately told the police that Torres's parents would definitely think she was the one responsible for their son's death. "What are you going to tell his parents?" "We'll tell them what we know. They're going to think I killed him." "Why?" "They always think that, because they never wanted him to be with me." This revealed that Sarah seemed more concerned about herself than about the tragic loss of her boyfriend. Her focus wasn't on grief or sorrow, but rather on how others would perceive her during the interrogation. Sarah began to show signs of being controlling and manipulative. She boasted about how she excelled in everything she did, while portraying Torres as a terrible, abusive man. "Ask anyone. I helped him. I took care of him. I miss him so much." Fourth, Sarah had completely forgotten that there were 2 videos on her phone, both recorded by herself. These videos would later become the most damning pieces of evidence against her in court. "So you don't remember recording any videos on Sunday?" "No, that I'm aware of. We'd like to show you the video we found on your phone, Sarah, for everything you've done to me. F********U. That's my name, don't you forget it." "Sarah, I can't breathe, please." "That's right. That's how it feels when you choke me." Sarah, I can't breathe." "You deserve it." Sarah, I can't breathe." "Oh, that's how I feel when you lay on top of me." "Sarah, please." "Fuck you." The 2-minute video captured Torres trapped inside the suitcase, pleading with Sarah to let him out because he couldn't breathe. Meanwhile, Sarah could be seen sitting nearby, clearly watching and seemingly taking satisfaction in his suffering as Torres grew increasingly panicked, begging and shouting for her to release him. Sarah did nothing. The suitcase could be seen rocking back and forth. At one point, Sarah flipped it over, making it even harder for Torres to breathe. Although Sarah had claimed that Torres left 2 fingers outside the suitcase, the video clearly showed that the suitcase was fully zipped and locked. Torres was completely trapped inside. "Can you show me where his fingers were? Because this looks like the end of the line. Why is he saying he can't breathe? And he's pushing on the suitcase like he can't get out. We don't see any hole or fingers sticking out at all. I don't know what you want me to say anymore." Sarah still refused to admit guilt. She argued that she hadn't meant for Torres to suffocate, claiming she thought he was just overreacting, which is why she ignored him and went upstairs. Sarah said she had no memory of recording the 2 videos. "Do you remember recording that video?" "No. Why?" "Because I was drinking. If it weren't for those 2 videos, the police might never have been able to charge her." The case sparked widespread controversy. Some believed it was nothing more than a tragic accident, that Sarah had been drunk and simply fell asleep, but the majority felt otherwise. They believed Sarah had long harbored resentment toward Torres and saw his moment of vulnerability inside the suitcase as the perfect opportunity for revenge. Sarah was arrested on February 25, 2020, and charged with second-degree murder. She is currently in jail awaiting trial.